Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Now today we discuss the new topic differentiation as we already learned in PUC first year class. Before starting the syllabus, now let me know the marks distribution for annual examination based on the topic differentiation. See, 1 marks 1 question, that is 1 into 1 we get 1 marks. And 2 marks 2 questions, that is 2 into 2 we get 4 marks. Next 3 marks 2 questions, therefore it is 2 into 3 6. 5 marks 1 question, therefore it is 5. And total marks is we get 16 marks based on purely differentiation. And it is very easy topic, you can easily score here 16 marks. And total, remember that. See, if I take continuity, see continuity, marks distribution is 4 marks. For differentiation, the marks distribution is 16 marks. 16 plus 4 will get how many number of marks? 20 marks. Okay, this is 20 marks. If we perfect continuity and differentiation, total marks will get 20 marks. And very easy topic, you can easily score here. Please just remember the formula. If you remember the formula, we can do a number of examples. Okay. Already we completed continuity. Now we recall the first PUC what we learned, differentiation. Next I will take the series. Okay. First, derivative of a function. What represent derivative or differentiation? Okay, derivative of a function, nothing but it is rate of change of function. What we call it as rate of change of function. Okay, and it is widely used in economics, engineering mathematics, okay, in medical field and so many branches. Okay, differentiation. Next, see, for this we consider the function y equal to f of x. Already we know that, just we will give the revision. See, here x is independent variable. X is independent variable. Y is depends upon the x. X is independent variable. Y depends upon the x. Okay. Next, see, as x changes to x plus delta x, as x changes to x plus delta x, if x changes, naturally y is also changes because y depends upon x. Therefore, y changes to y plus delta y. Correct. Therefore, we can write this one as y plus delta y is equal to f of x plus delta x. Y changes to y plus delta y. Okay. Y changes to y plus delta y if x changes to x plus delta x. Then delta y is f of x plus delta x minus y, or it is f of x plus delta x minus y represent what? F of x. This is nothing but delta y. But everything is depends upon the x. Therefore, divide both by delta x. Divide both by delta x. Next step, we are taking the limit. Limit delta x tends to 0. Limit delta x tends to 0. F of delta y by delta x is limit delta x tends to 0. F of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. Okay, so this is equation 1. Okay, this is called what? Derivative of y with respect to x. What we learned in PUC first year. And this is, we can write dy by dx. Limit delta x is to 0, delta y by delta x represent dy by dx. And this is equal to limit delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x, or else we can write representation like this also, minus f of x divided by delta x. Next, put delta x is equal to h. If you substitute delta x with h, we get dy by dx. dy by dx is limit as x tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. So this is equation 2. Okay. Everything is holds good if f of x is a continuous function. Remember that. If f of x, y equal to f of x, if f of x is a continuous function, then if x changes to x plus delta x, y changes to y plus delta y. Apply, we get what? dy by dx is limit delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. Okay. Next, after knowing this, next, see, if I take put x plus h is equal to a, if I take put x plus h is equal to a, if I substitute x plus h as a, naturally limits are also changes. Okay, the previous limit is x tends to 0. If I substitute here, we get x plus h. What is our h? 0 is a. Means as h tends to 0, the new limit exists, that is x tends to a. Then we substitute, we get it is dy by dx. dy by dx, we get it is limit as x tends to a. Limit as x tends to a, we get x plus h is a. f of a minus f of x divided by, what is our h? See, this implies x plus h is a, means h implies what? A minus x. Therefore, we can write here a minus x. Correct? Or else, if I apply limit as x tends to a, take negative sign common, we get f of x minus f of a divided by, take negative sign, x minus a. Or we can write dy by dx is limit x tends to a, take negative sign cancel, we get f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a. This is equation. Okay, means there are three forms we can write the differentiation. That is dy by dx is limit delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. Or else another form, dy by dx can be written as limit as x tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Or else another one form, that is dy by dx is limit as x tends to a, f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a. These are the three forms we can write the differentiation. And these three forms we call it as differential coefficient of y with respect to x. Okay, differential coefficient of y with respect to x, nothing but, that is nothing but dy by dx. Okay, differential coefficient of y with respect to x, or dy by dx. In this way we can write. Okay, this is what we have done in the last previous year. Okay, I hope understood everyone, because already we learned in PUC first year the same process I given here. Okay, and this is the formula we are using for the calculation of first principle method. Okay, did you understand? Next, after knowing this, next, here delta x and delta y are exist, and we know that delta x and delta y are small in small increments and they are either positive or negative, depends upon the what we are taking the functions. Okay, therefore delta x, delta y may be positive or negative, may be positive or negative. Okay, next second point you have to remember. See, dy by dx can be written as d by dx of y, like this, or else we can also write f dash of x, or else we can write y dash, next y1, next d of y. These are the so many variety to identify the symbol dy by dx. Okay, next I will give right hand and left hand derivatives. Okay, see, if y equal to f of x is a function, then we know that dy by dx is limit as x tends to a, f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a. Okay, we know the differentiation formula. Next we have to apply here left hand derivative as well as right hand derivative, because we know that already in QC first year, if left hand derivative, if LHD left hand derivative coincide with the right hand derivative, then only which one is exist? Differentiation is exist at that given point. Okay, differentiation is exist at the given point if LHD equal to RHD. If left hand derivative is not equal to right hand derivative, we say that the function is not differentiable function. Okay, therefore left hand derivative. Okay, we can say that limit as substitute. What? We can substitute put x is equal to a minus z, because our limit is what? X tends to be a. Correct? X tends to a means LHD means it is lesser than a. Lesser than a means we can write it is a minus h. Lesser than a is a minus h. And we know that as x tends to a, if you substitute here a minus h, we get what it is? X tends to 0. Correct? Means as x tends to a, the new limit will exist, that is x tends to 0. But this is minus here, because LHD. Therefore, we can write this one as limit as x tends to 0 minus f of what our x is a minus h minus f of a divided by a minus h minus a. Get cancel. We get LHD left hand derivative is limit as h tends to 0 minus f of a minus h minus f of a divided by minus h. This is the formula how we can represent LHD. Correct? Left hand derivative. What we call it as? This is left hand derivative of a function. Left hand derivative of a function. Okay, next. We'll think for right hand derivative of a function. Right hand derivative of a function. Right hand derivative of a function, that is RHD. RHD. Okay. For this we are applying limit as x tends to 0 plus f of, we take, okay, better we will write this side. a as x tends to a given by see the given limit is what here x tends to a, correct. The given limit is x tends to a and right hand derivative we are applying RHD means we are taking more than a, correct, means we have to substitute put x is equal to a plus h. More than a means it is higher than a. Higher than a means naturally we are doing plus h. Okay. Next the new limit exists. X tends to a means it is a equal to a plus h. We get x tends to means as x tends to a, as x tends to a, what we get? X tends to. Okay. By knowing this we can write this one as limit as new limit. X tends to, we are saying plus 0 plus, as you know already. Substituting x is a plus h minus f of a divided by x. X is a plus h minus a. Cancel. We get limit as x tends to 0 plus f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h. This is RHD. Correct. Right hand derivative of the function. Right hand derivative of the function. In this way we can write. Okay. Or this is also we can write R f dash of a. R f dash of a means it is understood that RHD value. L f dash of a means left hand derivative. Okay. Did you understood? Next, see, after knowing this right hand derivative, left hand derivative, we come across, see, that is, if L f dash of a equal to R f dash of a, that is, limit as x tends to 0 minus f of a minus h minus f of a divided by minus h equal to limit as x tends to 0 plus f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h. Okay, if this condition holds good, we say that the given function f of x is differentiable. We say that the function is differentiable at x equal to a because we will consider the function is at x equal to